So to start off part 1 of our review, really when you're talking about HTC phones, the only thing you can talk about, the first thing you're going to want to talk about is the beautiful build quality. So the HTC One Max is of course an aluminum unibody, and it is one of the most beautiful phones on the market right now. Now I even think this phone has better, I even like the design better than on the HTC One. I just like how they incorporated everything into this. However, one thing I do hate, these giant plastic edges. But moving on, it also has a beautiful 1920 by 1080p display with 373 ppi. This display, within the phone though, it has the same processor as the HTC One, so it has the Snapdragon 600 processor at 1.7 gigahertz and an Adreno 320 Adreno 320 with 2 gigabytes of RAM. Now, however, this does have aluminum unibody and does share a lot of similarities to the HTC One. One of the things that this brought over that the HTC One didn't have was a removable back. So you can completely remove the back and you get access to the SD card, and micro SD card, and the SIM slot. Micro SD card is expandable up to 64 gigabytes, and this model has 16 gigabytes of internal storage. So there's just flip right here on the side that you flip, and when you just push it back in, make sure it's pushed in everywhere. And sometimes when you put it back on, it comes on weird, and sometimes it doesn't. So another thing is that it has a 3300 milliamp hour battery on the inside, but on the back end it weighs 217 grams. So this is pretty heavy. However, it is not the heaviest phone, but it's pretty heavy. It's like the equivalent of a Nokia Lumia 920, but in a larger version. So, however, this does have NFC, but it also does have a fingerprint scanner on the back. So this fingerprint scanner doesn't work that well, but it works some of the time. We're just gonna open this up, go into the fingerprint scanning app, and I will show you how to set up a fingerprint scanner. Okay, so in here you can set up a fingerprint scanner. You click +1 to learn another fingerprint scanner, and then you go through the whole process. Now, for more information on the fingerprint scanner, check out my video in the link in the description about how to use the HTC One Max fingerprint scanner.